I was born out of an affair. And to this day, I don't know who that man is. And my mom was with a different individual, a very abusive, mentally and physically abusive individual. And again, I'm not going to give too much credit to where I came from, but a lot of it stemmed with how I was raised, what I was able to watch. I have access to pornography at a young age. Growing up, you gain your respect on, how you handle yourself in the streets, how many women you can sleep with and all. That was like your accolades. Never had a father figure to explain to me how do you treat a woman, how you honor and respect a woman, because the man in my life was abusive to my mom, to me, and to my brother. Going fast forward, it came into my young adult life. I moved from New York to Florida in '96. I met my wife in '97 at her parents' church. I got saved in that church. We got engaged. And I really thought that was it, that now I'm married and all my problems with lust and all that is gone because I have a woman that I can be with every night. But needless to say, I realized that it wasn't enough, or at least I felt it wasn't enough, and I wanted more. Truthfully, I was asked to leave the house. I was caught in infidelity, struggled many years with different bondages, pornography, lust. She was aware of my infidelity, affair. She brought it to my attention, and I confessed to it, and she asked me to leave.
I would have to pray, God, give me strength to endure, or God, give me peace, help me process this pain, fix what is broken in me. That was my daily prayer, because I knew I was broken. And the enemy tried to keep me in a place of brokenness where I wasn't productive or functioning. And so every day I would be like, Lord, fix what's broken in me. That was my prayer. Nothing eloquent, nothing, gosh, that's hard. Nothing eloquent, just fix what's broken. You know what I've been through. You can heal. Not only can you heal physical, but you can heal spirit, soul, mind, body, and emotion. Heal my emotions. That's all I would do is pray, Lord, fix what's broken in me. Fix what's broken in him.
During that time when she asked me to leave, I personally was in a dark place. I was still struggling with pornography and lust, lying, sneaking away from home. I was bound. I was committing adultery. But there had to come a point of surrender in my life. That's something I struggled with all my life, is surrendering to God. It always had to be my way in our marriage. From the radio station we listened to where we went to eat. But I was a tyrant in my home. We talk about the infidelity and all that, and yes, that played a part, but it was an accumulation of so many things that I put her through that she really, for the lack of better words, didn't sign up for. She didn't realize, man, you know what? I didn't realize I was getting this. And it all came out. This happened, I believe it was a Monday when Monday or Tuesday, we were separated. It was January the 5th. And I knew I couldn't go back to her parents' church. That's where we were attending, in a small church. But I knew I drove by this church every day on my way home. It's right down the road from my house, River of Life. So one day I just walked in here. I think it might have been a Wednesday night service. I didn't know anybody. And there was an altar call, and I came up and I wept. I wept as like I've never wept before, pleading and begging God to forgive me and to restore what I destroyed. And I left. And that's when I truly believe my journey began of restoration. There was another altar call. The special speaker was here speaking, and this gentleman got off the stage. I didn't know he was the pastor. He just got off the stage and he grabbed me and he walked with me to the side room. I later found out that was Pastor Johnny. Pastor Johnny was like a father to me. He's like a father to me. He's really like the father I never had, to be honest with you. The way he talks to me, I feel like a son. He just loved us. I needed love more than anything. I just needed to know that I was forgiven, that what my behavior was not condoned, but it was not going to be what identified me. My actions were not going to be what identified me. And he helped me to understand that my identity was found in Christ Jesus, not in my past and what I've done.
When we got to get back together in August, it was a faith step. And then the month later, we went to the marriage conference, and it was timely, is the only way I can explain it, because I took this huge step, and it was the love of the church pouring into our marriage to help us heal and restore when we needed it the most.
And it was life-changing. It was life-changing. The speakers, I've never been to a conference before that I can think of. And as far as I'm concerned, and if I ever go to a different one, the bar has already been set, as far as I'm concerned. It was like we were on our first date all over again, because we were really starting all over again. This was like a new lease on life for us, on our marriage.
Forgiveness was a process. It wasn't something that I just did immediately or initially. I didn't feel it at times. It was a choice that I had to make because I've been forgiven.
There is hope. There is hope. But you gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight like your life depends on it, because it does. And that's how I felt. I felt like my life depended on it. And just know that there is a God who is faithful, that loves you, not only when you're doing good, but he loves you forever.
It's not hopeless, I guess would be, whenever you're in that situation, you feel like this is it, it's beyond repair, we're not connecting, but God can do miraculous things. He can breathe life into a dead situation. He can restore what's been broken, and he has. God can always fix it and restore it and make it better.
Tell your heart to beat again. Close your eyes.